Today's our topic for the webinar is threat intelligence. So AI Cloud Center for Threat Intelligence. First of all, let me make you the definition of what is the threat intelligence. So currently, many security vendors have their own security intelligence, threat intelligence platform. So what is the threat intelligence is that proactive response to threats. So proactively response to threat, and there's the preemptively the block for the all kinds of external threats or the internal threats. And post analysis of incidents. So for any just kind of incident that analysis, what is the attack or the threat of the instance at the moment, and what is threat intelligence for the sharing and spreading information is also one of the definition of threat intelligence. And a system that collects and processes various unstructured data in various passes and provides vulnerable, valuable information is right kind of the threat intelligence definition. So as you can see on the map, the pictures, so we have many kind of information in the IT infrastructures, IP, such as IP, the domain, and has URLs. So with the right threat intelligence, that we can have helps you make better decision about defense. And with the our AI Cloud Center, so one of the right platform for the threat intelligence is the collections and distribute and analysis the processing procedures. So after that, we can get information about malicious actors. So we can get the expression from the Gartner's. What's their definition of the threat intelligence is that threat intelligence is evidence-based knowledge, including context, mechanisms, and indicators, the implications, and actionable advice about an existing or the emerging threat or hazard to our assets, precious assets, that can be used to inform decisions regarding the subject's response to that threat or hazard. It is definitions of Gartner. So we can get such many kinds of the sector of the threat intelligence, such as signature detection and reputation detection, the traffic flow inspection, and profiling technologies also one of the threat intelligence. And real-time information collection and information sharing and interworking between devices is also this kind of threat intelligence. And then with the data mining and big data analysis, we can get the threat. We can get the generate the threat intelligence. So more simply, we can express that with existing defense strategy, add to intelligence defense strategy is equal to security intelligence. So with this security intelligence, and we can make countermeasures against daily evolving threats. So after we just take a look at for the definition of the threat intelligence, let me briefly explain what's the Monitorapp's own threat intelligence way. So we call it iCloud Center. So AI means our the brand identity, so application insight, and we can get the cloud base, the center. We call it abbreviation expression as the AICC. So we have 4 steps in our AICC. The firstly is the collection step, and secondly is analysis step, and third is processing step, and the lastly distribution step. So each step have owned the systems. So let me give you the more detailed information for the each steps. So firstly, the collection step, and the secondly is analysis. The third is processing, the distribution. The all kind of this step is organically connected each other. So firstly, the collection step. So we have the URL information collecting system. So we call it abbreviate shortly the UIC. And secondly, we also have the malicious information feed system, MIF. The second step in of the analysis, the URL category classification system and malicious URL detection system. And we also have malicious all file detection system. The lastly, the malware similarity analysis system. So after this analysis step, we can move to processing step. Our representative the system is data mining and processing system. So lastly, all this the analysis and processing way, we need to distribute this filtered information to users or the server side. So we call it malicious information sharing system. All kind of this AIC system mechanism is applied to our products. Our AI WAF, AI SWG, and our Ion Clouds, which is our SecOps business. So nextly, I will explain the architecture of AI Cloud Center, how it is decomposed of per the step. So collective step, what if any event could be generated throughout, like as our Ministry of Communication or the Ministry of the Finance in each country's the government, and then we are all just collective. The event parser, and we also use our user URL information collecting system and malware the information is the feed system. So after that, we just this information to analysis step. So with the analysis step, throughout the MUD and MAD, UCC, and MSA, and it is also moved to our DMP to step. And lastly, it is the express to needs kind of the client and client's server sides with MIS and agent, this our security level of our own website and the REST API. So let me some more detailing explain per our AICC system. So firstly, there's the MIF. What is the MIF? The MIF means a malicious information feed. The receiving malicious information from various external channels, so we can get the internal crawler collect in real time the malicious information provided through the external feed. And after we collect and process data such as the static data, like as the bots, bad bots, and patterns, and bad user agents, and we can all collect these informations, as many as possible. So automated collection, this classification, and storage through parsing of unstructured and regular data. And we also receiving event of AI product and processing it. So as you can see on these pictures, whatever is a private feed or data or public feed data, all collect this the MDS, Master Database Storage System, which is created by ourselves. So we can collect all this information and move to this analysis step. So one of the main the system is MUD of this analysis step. The meaning is the malicious URL detection. So analysis system for malware landing site or distribute site. So it can get the dynamic and quickly visit the target site and collect the data for malware. So basically it analyze for encoded and obfuscated malware. We also analyze behavior for malicious code through the OS event collection and driven by download attacks that can result from web browsers, plugins, and Java vulnerabilities. So throughout the MUD, so we can visit the domain via crawler and update with the domain information. So it can also perform real-time communication with AIATP MPS system. AIATP means the Advanced Threat Prevention Systems and detects malware's URL access. So it is the only step within the MUD. The first step analysis is dynamic and quickly visit target site and malicious site detect. And after that, the second step is dynamic analysis and static analysis. It could be the extended data and library analysis. So after this first and second step analysis, it could be to move to MasterDB to collect and store data. Second system in analysis step is MAD, malicious all file detections. So malicious all file detection means so API list is extracted through API watcher, and it is compared with the rule set to judge whether it is malicious file. So it is also we have the rule set based on heuristic algorithm. It is the MAD is rule set based on heuristic algorithm. It performs dynamic analysis using a sandbox and static analysis using a tool such as Yara. And it also can provide various virus total information and real vaccine analysis results. So it also supports more than 50 middleware extensions, including Windows execute the tables and Office. So what if the information and data input to the MAD system, it is the meticulously analyzed by running the file directly. So with our dynamic analysis, and it's moved to external API, the various virus total and vaccine like that. And it is automatically analyzed in similarity with existing malicious codes. The next one is UCC, URL categorized classifications. So URL category automatic classification system. So UCC is like that. So it is a system that classifies URLs and domains into specified categories through analysis. So it can also, operate in real-time analysis or pre-analysis of domain and stored in the database. So throughout the analyze the website through a similarity analysis algorithm and provides a category information according to the result. Enhancement of pre-data sets through external similar service API and related data collection. So after this analysis step, and we can move on to our processing step. So we call it DMP, data mining and processing. So data mining and processing is the AICC redeems. It is the have a function for the redeemed data shortage. So it is operated by the use as a repository of data collected and analyzed internally and externally. So the collected data are stored in the form of standardized data, which means we can easily sort out and we can easily to use the standardized data and supports distributed processing and quick search by applying search engines like as Elasticsearch. So we also have the MSA, the malware similarity analysis. It means the malware similarity analysis profiling is that to generate similarity data by collecting the Win32 API sequence information that file executes. So as you know, the zero-day attacks malware, it's related malware can be detected through our the comparison with the existing similarity data. Detection of variant malicious codes through comparison with existing similarity data. So as you can see on the pictures, unknown file have been just posted on our system. The execute file and analysis with our the MSA system. So if the normal group and the malicious group, infected malicious group have been distinguished throughout our the MSA. After this, all kinds of collective and analysis and processing step, and we can get the filtered data and information, and we need to distribute this data to the client or the server side. So we use our system as the MIS, malicious information sharing. So system to share malicious code analysis result in real time. So it is the sharing data via REST API or the providing on our Monitorapp website UI. So let me give you a quick review for our the security lab version 3 is now version 3. So we can real time, we can just check the old our URL in real time. So this is our current inspected URL, and this is the analysis URL. Just one day would be suspicious in malicious code. And this is the blue, this is red section is the already we inspected, the malicious URL that already we inspected. And malicious URL, we can also sort out what is the type for this malicious URL, the ransomware site or the CNC site, and malicious by MIF. So such a detailedly we can inspect all kind of the URL that we inspect. So with this our the AICC technology, how or we can apply our AICC to our solution is that, as you can see on our UI, so you can get the this AICC with like as the functions, one of the functions. So you can select the policy setting and default setting, and you can find out the threat intelligence interworking setting. So with the very easy way, so you can select the connect with the AICC interworking or not. Once you just choose this the interworked with our AICC, and all external or internal web traffic is the flowed into the AICC platform from our solution engine. So after we just filtered with our AICC platform, the traffic is sent back to our security engine, and we can have a more corrective and more effective security function, security performance. And one point that that is very important in security market is that machine learning technology is also one of the main features for the threat intelligence. The Monitorapp, our AICC also have been applied in such a machine learning technology. So as you can see that we call it MLT, the machine learning technology, is the analysis system applying machine learning technology. So what is the feature for the MLT is the pattern list. So basically, so most of security vendors have been their own the signature, the pattern, or they just daily updated their pattern. But with this MLT, so there is no need further just pattern based, because it is the operated by detection of malicious code using machine learning, and it could be upgraded through the continuous learning and virtual patching, like as virtual patching, such as log collection and analysis. So let me just for the quick review for today's AICC's architectures. So as I already mentioned that we have 4 steps in our AICC, which is all organically connected each other. So collection step is have a malicious code, a malicious URL, and hash bad crawler, the various logs, the API list, the third-party integration. So all kind of all kind of information we collected. And after that, we move to analysis step. And within the analysis step, we have 2 main here for the distinguished for the this collection informations which is collected. So dynamic analysis, and we also have static analysis. We also have a reputational analysis, and with the analysis with the machine learning. And then after that, we can have data correction and mining section, and the big data analysis, correlations analysis. So all this, effective way could be done, and traffic, and all the data could be distributed to in many ways, like as our security lab or applied on our solution. This is all the contents that I prepared for the webinar. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions about today's webinar and you need more detailed information for our AICC for the threat intelligence, please contact me and I will give you the more detail and more detailed information and data.